The inflation numbers that have come in just now, well, that looks a bit surprising actually. 7.5%, quite significantly above what we were expecting, because the ET Now poll was suggesting a number closer to 6.9%. So that's about 60 basis points higher than what was being expected by us. We've got, of course, that's the headline inflation number is the only one that's coming out right now. We'll get more details by and by, but what we were expecting, of course, was that the primary articles inflation, that's also up on your screens, that's actually come in slightly moderately lower than what was being expected. 10.08% is the number that's come in vis-a-vis expectations of about 10.6%. In terms of fuel and power numbers as well, we're expecting a fair bit of actually, we're expecting number to be stable at that end, but it's not the case. It's 8.3%, the fuel group inflation number that's come in, vis-a-vis expectation of about 5.9%. That's a significant jump up, in fact. The manufacturing products number as well, that's about at 6.14% vis-a-vis 5.5% that we had for the month of July. All in all, on the face of it, despite the fact that we've got the primary article inflation number that seems to have shown some bit of petering off, all the numbers, including the benchmark number, the fuel group inflation, that's a bit of a knockout, in fact. And the markets actually don't seem to be taking too badly to the number. We're still holding on to those gains, of course, of about close to 2%. But nevertheless, fuel group is going to be a core area of concern, especially in light of the diesel price hike that we've had overnight, as well as the fact that, we've had an excise duty hike as well come in as far as petrol prices are concerned. All of that, of course, is going to be playing out in the subsequent months from now, but already things are looking pretty tricky. Not just that, of course, it was expected that we would be seeing some bit of high base effect possibly to come into the food and the fuel price inflation numbers. That seriously doesn't seem to be taking, doesn't seem to have happened this time around, because on the face of it, things are looking pretty tricky. The food articles number, actually, that's come in at about 9% vis-a-vis 10% that came in for the month of July. And the June number, the June wholesale price number has actually been revised to about 7.5%, 7.58% to be precise, vis-a-vis the 7.25% number that we were working with on a provisional basis. The CPI number as well, to remember, had been pretty disappointing. It was pretty high. It was very close to that 10% mark. So not just the wholesale price number, but at the retail level, the consumer price index also was pretty disappointing. And August numbers aren't providing any bit of respite whatsoever. Let's just take a look at the markets to see if we're still actually holding on to those gains. Today, of course, has been a phenomenal day, largely driven by global policy action. But domestically as well, things aren't looking any bad at all. In fact, traders seem to have reaffirmed their faith in the markets, because this high inflation number also doesn't seem to be budging the markets whatsoever.